The Anant Vasudev Temple. The temple of Anant Vasudev is situated at Bhubaneswar in Odisha, state of India. The temple was originally constructed in the 13th century and the images of Krishna, Balram and Subhadra are worshipped there. It has been conveyed that the temple was built in 2078 AD by Chandra Devi, who was the daughter of Ananga Bhimatri during the reign of the latter's grandson Bhanudeva on the bank of Bindusaras river. Significance of the temple. This is the only important Vaishnava temple standing at Bhubaneswar. The deities installed in the sanctum are Krishna, Balram and Subhadra. Balram stands under a seven-hooded serpent while Krishna holds a mace and a conch. Krishna being an avatar of Vishnu, so this temple is basically a Vaishnavite temple. The western side of the Anant Vasudev temple lies near the bank of Bindu Sagar lake. This temple is noted for the exquisite terracotta works on its wall. It is built in the traditional Ekaratna style with curved cornices. The tower on top of the temple is octagonal. The terracotta work depicts stories from the great Indian epics Ramayana and Mahabharata as well as from Leelas of Krishna. Second is the Leaning Temple of Huma. The Leaning Temple of Huma is situated in Odisha, state of India. The type of architecture is Kalinga architecture. It was completed between 1660 to 1788. According to the historical records, Ganga Vamsi Emperor Ananga Bhima Deva III built this temple. The temple was rebuilt or renovated by the King Balyar Singh, the fifth Chauhan king of Sambalpur. The rest of the temples were built during the rule of King Ajit Singh of Sambalpur. The Leaning Temple of Huma. The Leaning Temple of Huma in India is the only inclining temple on the planet. It is situated in Huma, a village situated on the bank of the Mahanadi river, 23 km south of Sambalpur in the state of Odisha. The temple is devoted to the Hindu god Shiva. The story behind building the temple. The worship of Shiva is said to have been initiated by a milkman who crossed the Mahanadi daily to a place on the bank where the underlying rock cropped out. Here he offered his dole of milk, which was immediately consumed by the rock. This miraculous circumstance led to inquiries which ended in the construction of the present temple. The reason behind its tilted structure. It is regarded that the reason for its tilted structure could be some interior dismounting of rocky bed at which this temple is positioned, either because of flood current inside the Mahanadi river or earthquake, thereby affecting the position of this original temple. An interesting fact to be noted is that the other little temples inside the hamlet are also tilted to various other directions. Science behind it. Given these controversies surrounding the cause of inclination, one often wonders how the temple stands stable in spite of its inclination. This is based on a simple principle of science called the center of gravity. The center of gravity of a body is an imaginary point where its entire mass is assumed to have been concentrated. The force of gravity acts through this point that creates its weight. Stability of bodies depends on the position of this point. As long as the vertical line passing through this point remains confined within the base area of the body stands stable. If this line goes beyond the base area, the body becomes unstable. For this line to remain within the base area and hence for the stability of the body, the following two conditions are to be satisfied. The center of gravity should lie as low as possible. The base area should be broader. These two criteria for stability of bodies appear to have been taken into account in the design of the temple to achieve the inclination. Heavy stones brought from nearby quarries, possibly in rafts in river Mahanadi during the floods, might have been stacked on the lower side of the temple. That accounts for the lowering of center of gravity. The broad base area of the temple adds to it further stability. However, the exact degree of inclination of the temple is to be measured precisely from time to time, and any change over time is to be carefully ascertained to ensure appropriate conservation measures. There is a special kind of fish found here known as kudo fish. They eat edibles from visitors' hand. An yearly fair takes place at the full foothill of the temple each year on Shivratri, which is a typical village fair. It is an unforgettable golden charm. This fair attracts a huge crowd, which also includes some foreign visitors. Hence, we can conclude that Odisha's temple design is a highly developed science. We are proud to be born in a country like India with such a beautiful tradition, culture, and along with modern science. This brings us to the end of the presentation. On the behalf of our team, thank you very much for watching our presentation.